With our signed APK built, you'll see here that you have your Dungeon Escape v1.0 APK file. This is what we're going to now submit to Google. So open up your web page and go to play.google.com/app/publish, and you'll go back to your Google Play console. From here, we are going to publish an Android app on Google Play. Select this, and it's going to ask us to create an application. So default language is going to be English. The title is going to be Dungeon Escape. Hit create. And from here, we have a short description. You'll say this is a Dungeon Escape game. It's a Dungeon Escape game, and full description, we'll go ahead and create a full description. Now, I highly recommend you take time to create this, as this is going to be used as your marketing tool, right? So when people look at your app on the Google Play Store, this is going to be what they're going to see. So you want to put some effort into this. So I'm just going to simply write out here, this is a Dungeon Escape game created for the Udemy authorized course, and I'll go back through this later and fix it up. Now that I've done that, we have graphic assets here. So here you can choose basically promotional items to display here. So if you have a tablet, if you're shooting for Android or Wear OS. So we are going to be targeting phones. So I'm going to upload images for this. So at least one phone screenshot here to help users see how your app would look on their device. So you would upload a screenshot from your phone to here. So let me go ahead and grab us a phone screenshot of the game. So I'm going to select the screenshot here, and you can add up to 8 screenshots, but you need at least one. Once we have our high-res icon, our feature graphic, and our promo graphic implemented, if you have a promo video on YouTube, you can go ahead and place that link here. From here, we'll continue on to categorization. Our application type is going to be games. Our category is adventure. We're going to have to create a content rating once we upload our app, and then you can fill in your contact details here. Once you're ready, save your draft, and then let's head on over to app releases. From here, we're going to open up our production track, add Android app bundles or APKs to production. So click manage, and we're going to create a release. So here we go, app signing by Google Play. App signing by Google Play secures your app using Google's robust security infrastructure. Reuse signing key. So here we're going to continue. We're going to accept the terms. And here we need to now upload our APK. So you're going to browse files and go to where you saved your latest APK, which has the key store data on it. So I saved it in a secure place. I'm going to select that APK. And now it's going to upload to the Google app release. Once that's finished, we'll enter a release name. Call it Dungeon Escape. And from here, what's new in this release? Enter or paste your release notes for English here. Here, this is going to be initial release. Let's save it. And you'll see here that there is now a green check mark next to the app releases. So it has our APK. From here, let's go back to our store listing. And let's scroll down to where we have our content rating. For our content rating, let's fill that out. Hit continue. It's going to ask you a series of questions here. So enter in your email address. So here we are at defiantlobstergames@gmail.com. Confirm the email address. From here, you're going to select your app category. So we are a game. Is there violence in the game? Yes. Right? Even though it's minor and cartoonish violence, it still is violence. Violence against humans. Does the game contain violence or implied violence against humans? We're going to say no. Does the game contain violence against anything other than humans? Animals, fantasy creatures, or robots? Yes. In what kind of setting? Fantastical. Does the game have a pixelated or childlike style? We can say yes. How would you describe the reactions to violence? Unrealistic. How is this violence presented in the game? It is often depicted from a distance perspective, rarely depicted, often depicted from a close-up perspective, because it is an action game, right? We're action-adventure. What is the level of blood and or gore associated? There is no blood or gore. How would you describe the general motivation for violence in the game? It is just neutral, no real storyline. Do any of these creatures have behave or respond like humans? We can say yes because they do walk. Is any of this violence against real world animals? No. Are there any disturbing elements such as fierce sounds? No. Fear. Does the game contain pictures or sounds likely to be scary? No. Sexuality? No. Is there any gambling? No. Languages. Does the game contain any potential offensive language? The answer is no. Controlled substances? No. Crude humor? No. And then we have miscellaneous. Does the game natively allow users to interact or exchange content with other users? No. Does the game share the user's content physical location? No. Does the game allow users to purchase digital goods? Now, possibly in the future, yes, but at the current time, no. Does the game contain any swastikas or Nazi symbols? No. Does the game contain detailed descriptions of techniques that could be used for criminal offenses? No. And does the game advocate committing acts of terror? No. Once you've done that, we're going to save our questionnaire. It's calculating your rating. And here you can see here that our rating is ages 10 and up for everyone. In certain areas, it's asking for 12 and up. But rest of the world, 3 and up. So our rating is pretty good. Go ahead and apply that rating. And you'll see here we earned our second green check mark. We need to earn all 4 to actually publish our app. Let's go to pricing and distribution. So this application is going to be free. App availability. Your app is currently in draft state. When you roll out a release, your app will become available on Google Play and any Play-approved partner and or offline distribution channels. All right, make sure the countries that we want to be unavailable in are selected. So here right now, our app is not going to be available in any of these places. So we actually would like it to be available in all places. So we're going to be available in 143 countries plus the rest of the world. Let's go ahead and save the draft. Once you've done that, it's going to ask you some questions here. Primarily child directed. We can say no. Contains ads. Yes, it does contain ads. Device categories. Is it a Wear OS? No. Is it Android? Android Auto? Is this a Daydream designed for families? No. Managed Google Play. Organizations and schools use Managed Play, so we don't need to do that. Consent. Marketing opt-out. Do not promote my application except in Google Play and any Google-owned online and mobile. We don't want to opt out of marketing, so let's go and keep that unchecked. Content guidelines. This application meets Android's content guidelines and U.S. export laws. I acknowledge that my software application may be subject to the United States export laws. That's fine. Save draft. And we have our third check mark. So let's go ahead and check out the store listing. And it looks like we need to add, if I hover over it here, it says you need to add at least 2 non-Android TV screenshots. So we may need to add one more screenshot here. So let's go ahead and go to our screenshots. Let me add just another one of those screenshots. Once I've added that, let's go ahead and save the draft. And now we have all 4 check marks. Now on the app releases, when we uploaded this, it gave us the option, if we go into our production here and manage that, you have a release that hasn't been rolled out. Let's go ahead and edit that release. We did app signing by Google Play. Now we did that because it's actually better for us because now our key store and all that stuff is actually going to be stored on Google and we can retrieve it using our email address. If we wanted to use our old key store file, we could have still done that, but basically it's going to take our APK and it's going to sign a new one and be stored on Google. So it's okay to do the app signing by Google Play. Now, once we're ready to review and roll out, we can go through here, make sure everything looks good. Let's select review. From here, we're going to start rollout. Your app will now become available to all users of the Play Store. Do you want to continue? Select confirm, and we're good. So here you go. So it says rollout history seconds ago. What's new in the release? This is the initial release, and this is our Android APK. So here it says manage your apps. So here is our release. So on average, it takes about maybe 8 to 24 to 48 hours to see your app on the actual Play Store. If we go to dashboard, you can see here, we can view our performance of the app. So we can see how many installs we have, how many uninstalls we have, the average rating, if there's any crashes, and the data will show up here. How is your latest release? And information that can help us track and monitor the performance. So let's go ahead and check out the store presence. Let's go to our store listing for Dungeon Escape here. And let's see if we can actually get a link to find this. So let's go to our release dashboard on the left here. Go to all applications, and here we go. If we go to all applications here, you'll see here that Dungeon Escape is in pending publication. So right now it's in review. So I'd say give it about 8 hours to maximum 48 hours. And once it's been approved, you'll receive an email to the email address that you used, and then you'll actually be able to find your app in the Google Play Store. So that wraps up publishing our game. And I hope you guys enjoyed this section. I'll see you guys later.